Ladies and gentlemen, freedom, freedom,
democracy.
fuck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
Today we're going to start off with our review of Dune Prophecy Episode 3. And then we're going to go into a Let's Talk where we are going to discuss
the state of our democracy
in South Korea following the failed announcement of the martial law. But big shout out to Zezzy, Scott Walker, Ekemu, Jasmine, Kayla Marie, Uchan Hong. I cook for my wife, music, Russian ID, trench coat. Zach Miller does movies, and all our 49 subscriber. 49th subscriber is a friend of mine. Thank you for joining the JoeJinMovieSoAwesome family. Anyway, here we go. So, Won-Jin, I really like Dune Prophecy so far. I really do. I like how dark it is.
Yeah.
And I love the twists and turns here. And it turns out Valia's sister,
Tula.
Tula,
her name, yeah, Tula.
being all kind and shit, doesn't stop her from killing the entire family of her love, which turned out it was Atreides. Because I didn't know they were Atreides until they started chanting Atreides on the camp. But by the way, I don't know if this is Dune canon though. Like I want to remind our audiences that me and Won-Jin, we love the Dune movies, and I read some of the books, but I didn't read the books that this show deals with. Which is apparently written by Frank Herbert's son, Brian Herbert. So we don't know any of that. We're just judging the story based on its entertainment value. And so far, I really like it. I love the dark energy. And I think, Won-Jin, we kind of predicted that there was going to be like a flashback. And they did, but it was done really well.
Yeah, I really liked it. Like you said, I love how even like the way it's shot, it gives you this feeling already of like a tragedy that's about to unravel.
Right.
And there's something just so uneasy about that family gathering. I love how it was portrayed.
Yeah.
And
very
like
great.
the way she like handled the rabbit, was it? Like the animal. So it keeps you on edge. Despite it's supposed to be like a casual family gathering. You just can't shake off the feeling that something's up.
Yeah. I mean, they're always, especially this episode, they always kept us guessing of what was going on because they used the time jump really well and what was going on. And hats off to the younger Valia and Tula actors too, because they really sold me on their sisterhood, and it kind of explains. And you know what's funny, because Won-Jin, I never read the new books, so Harkonnens have never looked better, because I mean, I'm not saying they're good people. There's no good people in Dune, but they're very sympathetic, especially even Valia. Like her desire for power is a very Harkonnen trait. Yet it like, at least in the show, it's presented as having some kind of understandable reason. I guess it's all very human reason. And I love how she keeps saying sisterhood above all, but we have to question her loyalty even now because she meets her Harkonnen family. And so I think we're going to keep seeing these people with divided loyalties. I think the next episode we're going to see the princess more, and she's going to have her divided loyalty, whether to the sisterhood or House Carino. And I think we're going to go back to Desmond Hart and Carino really strong in the next episode after this one as well. What's up, Scott Walker?
What's up? Hey, boys, how you doing this week? I was hoping we can do a lift relaxation about is Stu still alive in Scream 7, Santa Claus sightings, Christmas video cartoons of the 90s, 2000, Thomas and Friends.
I mean, we can talk about those on the side, Scott Walker, but the next one, we're going to talk a lot about, I don't know if you read the news, but there's been a attempted coup in South Korea by the president, which sounds really weird now that I said it out loud. But so that will be our focus on our Let's Talk session in about 15 minutes. But this is going to be our review of Dune Prophecy right now. But and the actors, I see a lot of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we see a lot of them. They're all familiar faces to us.
Yeah, we see a lot of A-class, S-class British actors showing their chops.
Probably all from like the, what's it called? The Royal Shakespeare Theater.
And I really, And I really like Tula because if my supposed Atreides target was that hot, I would fall in love too and lie about my name. Yeah, and then and I like how her behavior is. She's one of those people who kill you while saying sorry.
Yeah.
And
it kind of shows how ruthless she can be when she needs to be.
Yeah. So like her kindness in the prior episodes was sort of a misdirect. But she even when she is young, she is kind of portrayed as being manipulated by Valia.
What's up, ZZ?
What's up, ZZ? No, Walker, there's been an attempted martial law declaration, and that's causing a lot of political chaos right now in South Korea. So I like their characterization. But I do wonder what Valia saw during her agony, though. I think because she's going to have the information of her ancestors.
I was thinking that maybe she will eventually learn the truth about the Harkonnens, because she's continuously has shown us her denial of like her family name being tainted. So maybe she will see that the Harkonnens really actually were cowards. And
no, let me rephrase that. She already saw it during the agony, so she's keeping it a secret.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I think Tula might find out though, because we don't know whether Tula went through it or not, right? Because is she a Reverend?
Because I don't think she's a Reverend mother. She doesn't wear those like the hat thing.
Yeah, the A class thing. But what's shocking is the Bene Gesserit actually uses AI.
Yeah,
on the side.
that was pretty cool in the end. You can see that computer is so extensive. It kind of extends into like the building structure itself.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
No, and it kind of deals with also the theme of Dune, which is everyone has a dark secret. Like Bene Gesserit, who's supposedly all for human advancement, is actually using AI in their core belief. Zenzi, we were talking about that. Yeah, we're going to talk about the South Korean coup right after this, because it is a hot button issue, and a lot of Koreans are very passionate about it. No, Walker, you didn't offend us at all.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, in our talk session, we can talk about anything, but that will be what Mia and Won-Jin keep talking about back and forth. But also, back to Dune Prophecy, I mean, it's kind of weird, though, right? Won-Jin, where it's kind of like Star Wars, where there's ancient technology and rituals in this.
And it also kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones, because they have that Valyrian technology, like the Valyrian steel.
Right.
It's lost technology that they cannot replicate anymore. So it kind of reminds me of that. And like, it's always fascinating when these like fantasies or science fiction stuff deal with like a super advanced technology lost from the past is somehow like retained and it's owned by like a very selective few people.
Yeah.
And what was that animation where James Cameron participated in producing? The one based on Japanese anime.
Yeah, the female robot. Alia or Attila or
Alita?
Battle Angel.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, it kind of also reminded me of that.
That vibe. But I also enjoyed a lot of the like the detail. Like I love how the Harkonnens are known to have gotten rich first by selling whale furs, and it's actually shown that, and they're eating whale meat. And you know what's funny, Won-Jin? Like it's so funny how their descendant will completely change into these bald, bug-headed.
And we do get like a hint from one of those Harkonnens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do see like a guy that reminds us of what's his name?
Yeah.
The Harkonnen played by Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah. I mean they do show some like ancestor Harkonnen like attributes, I guess. But I hope we get more explanation about the Atreides situation, because so I'm wondering if the Atreides boyfriend that the princess is banging is that kid that Tula left alive. Because because then Tula lied to her sister, because her sisters think the Atreides are wiped out, but she let one go. So she is kind of sympathetic character. Because when she was talking to her boyfriend, she was actually talking about herself. Because she was saying we all have our, like, we're all trapped in this. Because she was talking about what Valia manipulated her to do. And so she's kind of shown as, I mean, she is ruthless, but she's still being manipulated by her sister. And so that she's a sympathetic character that way. And her trying to save Valia is like a fuck you to her little rebellion.
Yeah.
Scott Walker, I'm having a nice hot pizza while I'm talking to you guys, but I got a problem. Red is right next to me because, yeah, you cannot stop dogs from coming close to you. Yeah, no, we're going to talk about martial law right after this one, Walker. But anyway, another great episode. This series. Maybe, but my question is, maybe the 6th episode won't be enough. Because it's been...
Maybe there will be like an extra season after this.
You think so?
Because I don't think they'll be able to cover like the entire... Well, maybe they will, but this origin story of the Bene Gesserit in the remaining 3 episodes. Because I think it still has kind of like a long way to go before all these characters are developed. And I also kind of like this interaction between Valia and Raquel.
Yeah.
Because she obviously saw something in her. Like rebellious and not like always like by the rule. And remember in the first episode or the second episode, some of the Bene Gesserit sisters, they thought what Dorothea was too pious, and they thought that maybe that was somehow like not a good thing for the Sisterhood. So maybe Raquel, now we know that she's using this AI technology secretly. We now know that she probably wanted someone just like her, like willing to break the rule for like their ultimate goal.
I think we still, like, I agree with that, but I think we still haven't gotten a full explanation of why Valia decided to kill Dorothea. And I think there might be a dark coup there too. You know, because I mean, and what I found more interesting was that Harkonnen is the original voice creator. So that was interesting. But I think we're gonna get more information about the Raquel and the succession situation. I think maybe Desmond knows this and will use it against Valia again by telling her that, you know, you are someone who, you know, cheated your way to become a Reverend Mother. Because the behavior of Valia is more of the behavior we know about the future Bene Gesserit.
That's true.
But we still don't know much about how like Raquel and the others like think of the whole thing. And we don't even know whether when Raquel got the vision of the tyrant. And because this flashback, we don't know if that's she already saw the vision and she's about to tell them or not. But she is making them compete, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I like the part where she tried to put both of them through the agony. Yeah. And we can tell that was a test. Yeah. And Valia chickened out.
Did she though? I mean, did you think she chickened out?
Yeah, I think she wasn't like
ready.
Ready.
Yeah.
And I think after almost killing her own family, she maybe thought, yeah, okay, fuck this. Maybe I'll just do it.
Well, I like her portrayal of, because she thinks her Harkonnen business is done. Like, because she wanted revenge for Griffin. And I even love the editing there where Griffin is shown and then shown dead right away. Yeah, very efficient editing.
And from what I've seen so far of Valia like manipulating her sister, I just have this feeling that maybe Griffin wasn't killed by the Atreides.
You think Valia killed her?
Maybe she's hiding like a secret. So maybe he had like a different reason behind his death, and she's just using it as an opportunity to wipe out the Atreides for her own grudge.
And another interesting thing was in the present Valia, the older present, she mentions the Lanzarote again, the great houses. So we talked about that. So next episode, I do hope we get an update on the rebellion and what the great houses are thinking too. And get back into that mix, because her fight with Desmond Hart was that was the most interesting part of the show so far.
Yeah.
and I really want to get back to that next episode. But anyway, I give this a 9.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, this
I was gonna give this a 9 too.
Yeah, this has been the best episode for me so far. Like, at least on a entertainment level, because it kept me on my toes.
Yeah. And I also like this layer of depth it's trying to give. You know that symbolism of that bull showing up after Tula killed all the Atreides family. It kind of keeps me thinking. It's like, what's that all about? What's the symbolism? What's that bull?
Well, because a bull is interesting because, you know, in Greek times, bull were sacrificed. But bull is also very a brave animal. You know how in the movies the bull was the symbol of Atreides' house. It's on the wall, and when Leto is caught, the bull is shown. So the bull is both a sacrifice and a brave animal that represents like strength. And like, because we know the future, we know that the Atreides actually survived from that boy. So I'm wondering if that's the rebellion leader or how the Atreides will like hit back at the Harkonnen. Because the sad thing.
So the bull was like, "I remember you, bitch.
Yeah, I'm watching your sin." Kind of like in the House of the Dragon where Rhaenyra saw the symbol of the king stag. So that's interesting, and I thought the CG and every like practical design was done very well, actually. So it's a 9. Yes, that's the 9. Same. It was a very nicely made.
Okay, triple 9.
So very dark plots within plots, plus never bang a Juliet. You know, even if they're hot as fuck, or Romeo, vice versa. This is like the real life version of Romeo and Juliet. Where you're sent as this espionage, Day of the Jackal agent.
Man, and after like that massacre, I realized like her using that poison to put that horse out of his misery was like a foreshadow. Yeah. It was very well done.
Yeah, it was shot really well to like the actor's reaction. And it's a merciful thing, but I'm like, how do you know so much about poison? Because Harkonnens, in the Dune novels, like poison, like the Harkonnens using poison is a big deal. But anyway, I think that wraps up our review of this episode.
So JoeJinMovieSoAwesome gives this episode a 9 out of 10, which is very good.
The Jackal was we're gonna talk about Jackal next week after the final episode, because I think next week we're gonna get episode 10, and that's the last episode. Yeah. So we agree with you, Zenzi. Me and Won-Jin, we've been having a blast. I mean, Won-Jin watched it first, and then he recommended it, so I'm having a blast watching it too. But anyway, guys, we're gonna take a short break and be right back. This has been JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
We'll see you in a bit.
We'll be right back. Democracy.
Fuck yeah. Korea, the front line of democracy, surrounded by regimes. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
The collective actions of vigilant citizens is what keeps it alive.
So fast, so organized.